Hi, welcome back. This is Working with Forms Part 2. This time we're going to take a look at using mnemonic codes and keywords to find forms. So the way I showed you to find forms is actually the easiest and most likely way you'll be doing it. You'll learn and maybe even have a cheat sheet of common mnemonics for the forms that you'll use the most. If not, you can always use a keyword search, but I have a feeling you'll learn the mnemonics. So when searching for forms, make sure, again, the form search button is selected. That's this one right here. This is form, this is person. So we want the form search button selected. When searching by keyword, the more detailed information you can enter in the search box, the more specific your results will be. It's always good practice to use at least 3 letters for your searches. All right, this isn't like finding a person where you're going to put in a last name, comma, space, first name. If you don't know the mnemonic, you're going to put in a keyword. So at least 3 letters, okay? So if you wanted to find an address form, you wouldn't want to put in just AD, because there's probably a lot of forms in there that start with AD. But if you put ADD, you're going to get a more precise search result. If you type in the whole word address, you'll get an even more precise search result. So we want to find a form that's used to submit a requisition, but we're not sure what the name of the form is. So we're going to do our first keyword search. We're going to put in REQ, right? Because you want at least 3 letters. So REQ, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click the search button. So there you can see all the forms that have REQ in the name. So here you got to kind of figure out what it is you want to do. Okay, if I wanted to submit a requisition, well, you know that in order to edit, modify, and other associated goodies with forms, you have to be in a maintenance forms. So the requisition maintenance form is what you would use to submit a requisition. Like if you wanted to purchase auto supplies. No, don't order auto supplies unless you're over in the automotive department. Office supplies. Okay. If you want office supplies, REQM. So let's try opening a form using the mnemonic. So let me close this. And this time, remember, REQM is what I just told you, the requisition maintenance form. So I type REQM in the search field, click the search button, and here is a blank requisition maintenance form. Okay, we're not actually going to request any office supplies or submit a requisition for anything. We're just looking at examples. So let me cancel out of this. And that takes us back to the home screen. Next, we're going to pull up some biographic information on our test person, Barbie. Remember Barbie test? So we're going to start by clicking in the search field. And I've already entered the bio, which is the mnemonic for the biographic information. Now I'll initiate that search by clicking the search button, which is the magnifying glass right here. And it takes me to the biographic information. And since we didn't have any context cards loaded in the background, now we have to put in a person lookup. So we're going to click in the person lookup field, and I've entered Barbie's ID number. So we'll click the OK button to move on. And here you can see the biographic information for our test person, Barbie. That wasn't too difficult, was it? Pretty simple. The hard part is knowing the different form mnemonics. Make yourself a cheat sheet. Probably one of the best ways to do it of common common forms, maybe ask your supervisor or a coworker, what are the mnemonics for the common forms that you're going to be working on? Put a cheat sheet there on your desk and you'll be good to go. Okay. All right, so the next section, we're going to take a look at the different components on the forms. What are all the different types of fields? Because there are many different types of fields, all right? So for now, I'm going to go ahead and log out, which is what you should do at the end of all your colleague sessions. This isn't one of those forms or applications that you want to leave open in the background. When you're done with your current task, if you're not going to move on to another colleague task right away, just go ahead and log out, and that way you're safe. You won't risk anybody seeing something that they shouldn't see. So let's take a look at review questions for this section, and then you'll be ready to move on. Which of the following is not a step when searching for forms using a keyword? Which is not. You don't change the name and form search button. There is no name and form search button. There was in an old version of Colleague, but not in this version. When doing a keyword search, you should use at least how many letters? That should be pretty fresh in your mind. 3, minimum of 3 letters when doing a keyword search for forms. The only way to search for forms is with a keyword search. I think we did a search using what? The mnemonic, right? We used the mnemonic for the requisition maintenance. So you can do keyword search, you can enter the mnemonic for the form. Using a form's mnemonic is the quickest way to access it. That is true. So true. Woohoo! Easy, easy, easy. Hopefully you're picking up on all this. It's not difficult. When you get in there, just take your time, ask questions, make cheat sheets, and you'll be just fine. So, on to the next lesson.